Hi, Simon. Firstly, I want to just thank you for sending me the email you did this morning. And I've been reflecting on what I want to say, so I'll just start speaking. Let me tell you where I believe that you are. You are at a place which um, reflects why it is you have yet to totally master the strange ways of women. Because what you are saying is not the reason why you have yet to commit to a leap of faith. Let me explain what I mean. All the patterns in all of us that actually mess up our lives and stop the most important things from working are learnt in early childhood. And they're ways in which we get back at our parents and other adults as children, and they become habit patterns. So, like my partner, for example, she's brilliant in many ways, but what she also does is her first reaction to anything that's suggested is often to say no. And I have to get her to a more constructive place. And gradually we are getting there, but it takes a long, long time. And what most people don't realize is that the way that people deal with money is exactly the same way that they use their emotions. So, in other words, you learn the habit of actually holding back, which actually is what messes up your life. But I know that we are very, very close to crossing a threshold where we can work together and that will change who you are in quite fundamental ways and result in your life flowing much better. But we've got a couple of steps probably yet to do. So, I emailed you earlier and I explained what I was proposing to do if you had taken a leap of faith. And I think that what you're illustrating is that your instincts are what are causing you to keep us talking, why it is we're getting further into dealing with each other from the heart, and why it is that we are communicating so well. Now, let me just try and summarize where we actually are. I know that there is a way for you to actually find a leap of faith that's at or around about the kind of figure that we're talking about. And you'll remember when we actually spoke the other day, my figure was £2,000, your figure was 1,000. So they were all right, because what they've done is they've both resulted in us taking some steps forward. And the key thing is that when you cross the threshold and pay the leap of faith, that the maximum amount of energy will be at work because you've crossed it at the right point. So, let me just give you a few last thoughts on this before I end this very brief video. I know with almost complete certainty that there is a way that you can transform your financial position very, very radically with a small change in thinking. And that change in your financial position will result in a change in your relationship with your ex, who is playing games with you because she's taking energy from you by holding back your children, and that blocks your energy when you're in business, when you're dealing with clients. Now, that's the first thing that'll happen if we can make this work, and I believe that we can. The second thing is that there may be a way of actually changing your financial position at effectively minimal risk significantly. I can't tell you that right now for one very simple reason. It's because if I do, and you haven't crossed the threshold whereby you see what your pattern is, then I could give you that significant help, and then you might, or very likely, would still feel that you couldn't commit because of the uncertainty of coronavirus. And I've got to get you across that threshold. You understand that? If you were not to commit, if I would hand this to you as you are at the moment, it would create bad energy for us both. In other words, it would damage both of us. So it's a line I can't cross until you have crossed the leap of faith point. And bear in mind that I was one of the top financial advisors in the country, and there were things that I knew how to do, to which I've added on my journey with LifePaths when I've gone much closer to the edge. I know ways of raising money and different ways of thinking that most people have never even thought are possible, because I've been doing it for people for years. So, is that everything I want to say? Yes, probably it pretty much is. I'd like us to have another conversation, probably on the phone rather than on Skype, very, very shortly. And we'll see if we can reach the point where I can help you to see that the risk that you would be taking by finding and paying the right leap of faith is no risk at all compared to the risks, the certain risks that you are taking if you don't take that step. With that, have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.